Have you ever heard someone say, "I'm so hungry I could eat a horse"? Or maybe, "The stars danced in the sky." Did the stars really dance? Of course not. But these playful words make our imagination stronger. Today, we'll discover how writers use these expressions, called figures of speech, to make stories more colorful and exciting. Last time, we read a story about Ramadan and learned about its traditions. Do you still remember some important details from the story? Unjumble the letters to form the correct words we learned before. By the end of our lesson, you will be able to 1. Distinguish the different figures of speech. 2. Identify examples of figures of speech in a story. 3. Explain why writers use these figures of speech. Now class, let's dive deeper into our lesson. We will explore the different figures of speech. Writers use these to make their stories more colorful, fun, and powerful. Let's go through them one by one, with examples you can relate to. Simile. A simile compares two different things using the words like or as. Example 1. Her smile was as bright as the sun. Example 2. He fought like a lion in the battle. Can you make your own simile about your best friend? For example, my best friend is as cheerful as. 2. Metaphor. A metaphor directly says one thing is another thing, even if it isn't literally true. Example 1. Time is a thief. Example 2. The classroom was a zoo. If school is a journey, how would you say it as a metaphor? Try. School is. Third, personification. Giving human traits or actions to objects, animals, or ideas. Example 1. The wind whispered through the trees. Example 2. The flowers danced in the breeze. Look around you right now. What object can you give life to? For example, the chair smiled because. 4. Hyperbole. An exaggeration not meant to be taken literally, used for emphasis. Example 1. I've told you 1,000,000 times. Example 2. I'm so hungry I could eat a horse. How would you exaggerate about how hot the sun is today? 5. Alliteration. Repetition of the same beginning consonant sound in words. Example 1. Peter Piper picked a peck of pickled peppers. Example 2. Families feast and follow the faith. Can you make a tongue twister with your name? Example. Waven waits while washing watermelons. 6. Assonance. Repetition of vowel sounds in nearby words. Example 1. The light of the fire is a sight to admire. Example 2. I might like to fight. Repeat this with me. The rain in Spain stays mainly in the plain. Did you notice the repeating AI sound? 7. Consonance. Repetition of consonant sounds, usually at the end or middle of words. Example 1. Mike likes his new bike. Example 2. The lumpy, bumpy road. Say this with me. The ship has sailed to the far-off shores. What sound repeats? 8. Onomatopoeia. Definition. Words that imitate sounds. Example 1. The bees buzzed in the garden. Example 2. Bang. The balloon burst. Close your eyes for 5 seconds. What sounds do you hear around you? Can you write a word to match that sound? Now, let's watch a short part of the story, Night of the Moon. While watching, I want you to listen carefully and try to spot figures of speech used by the author. Remember, authors don't just tell stories plainly, they play with words to make the scenes magical and meaningful. Simile. The moon glows like a silver lantern in the night sky. Explanation. The author compares the moon to a silver lantern using the word like. This makes the moon easier to imagine, shining brightly, guiding people just like a lantern does. What else can you compare the moon to using a simile? Try. The moon is like. Metaphor. Yasmin's heart was full of the light of Ramadan. Explanation. Yasmin's heart doesn't literally have light inside it. The author uses a metaphor to show how happy and spiritually fulfilled she feels. If your heart was full of something today, what would it be? Example, my heart is full of joy, excitement, or energy. Personification. The stars twinkled with a knowing smile. Explanation. Stars can't really smile, right? But giving them this human quality makes the night feel alive, almost as if the stars were part of Yasmin's celebration. Look outside at nature. What could you give life to? Maybe the clouds are, or the trees are. Alliteration. Families feast and follow the faith. Explanation. The repeating F sound makes the sentence musical and memorable. It connects the ideas of family, food, and faith in one smooth rhythm. Can you think of 3 words that start with the same sound? Try making your own alliteration, like happy hands help. Onomatopoeia. The call to prayer echoed with a soothing hum. Explanation. The word hum imitates the gentle sound of the call to prayer. Onomatopoeia helps readers not only see but also hear the story. What sounds do you usually hear at home? Example. The clock tick-tock, the dog woof, the rain drip-drop. See how each figure of speech brings the story to life. Instead of plain sentences, the author used similes, metaphors, personification, alliteration, and onomatopoeia to make the story vivid and emotional. That's the power of creative language. Read each sentence and identify the figure of speech. Write one sentence using simile, metaphor, personification, and onomatopoeia. So today we learned that figures of speech make our language richer and more exciting. They can compare, exaggerate, repeat sounds, or even make objects come alive. 3, 2, 1. Strategy. 3 things I learned today. 2 examples I can give. 1 question I still have. Remember, words are powerful. When used creatively through figures of speech, they can paint pictures in our minds and touch our hearts. So the next time you read a story or write one, try using figures of speech to make it more alive. Now with your teacher's guidance, do the following activity.